For today's cup of coffee with scream.
A cup of coffee!
Oh, we had to go to Sam's Club. That was the scream.
Oh, God.
Tonight is youngest kid's first official night as Night Stalker.
Kolchak. Kolchak, man. The city of food, Kolchak.
That's it.
I am.
You don't know what you're going to encounter.
Grocery store. Investigative journalist.
Well, you know, I was just watching a minute ago that it was somebody that had been videoing their Maine Coon, their ginormous Maine Coon.
Uh-huh.
And in the background, something had moved on its own. The paranormal can be found anywhere.
What moved behind the cat? What was it?
It was something small, and that happens quite frequently on a lot of these videos.
Mm-hmm.
That the people will just be doing whatever in their video.
Yeah.
And unaware of what happens behind them.
Mm-hmm. I swear, my brain swells if I got this with this cap on.
He's got to try to... Has it got Velcro?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So my hair's going to get stuck in it. What?
Well, not absolutely. If you take it off and Velcro it and then you put it back on, it won't do that.
Squeezing my brain, and I have adjusted this thing left and right. Up, down.
Well, everybody has problems with uniforms.
Yeah, they owe me a shirt in a medium.
What did they have?
They had a large.
Well, that's all right because it gives you room to move.
Yeah.
You don't want skin-tight clothing on when you're trying to do that type of thing.
That is true. It wasn't... Medium is not skin tight on me.
Well, that's true. It's not, but still yet, you know, they'll get you one
well, I
eventually.
don't know at this point. I think that it is. I hope that it is.
Oh.
I prefer a large shirt anyway.
Well, it's just, I don't understand people that like the really tight clothing. But some people do.
Those are for the people that are really into the gym and they're like, yes, look at me.
No, it's not. I wish that was the truth. But no, those people that it's like, oh, honey, you really should not. Mm-mm.
You know, I don't know. In that case, it's like, why not just be comfortable?
I think everybody should find some comfort. I really do.
I would work in sweatpants and a sleep shirt if
not
I could.
that comfortable.
Yeah, that comfortable.
There's
house shoes.
No, there's such a thing as professionalism. I mean, if you go in any place, you want people to be dressed appropriately.
Yeah. You know where a set of pajamas would be appropriate? A mattress store.
That's true. That could be such a marketing gimmick if you had a mattress store and you did have salespeople that were in not just regular pajamas, but really nice pajamas or funny pajamas or like the ones in that Christmas show that had the bunny ears and stuff. That could be a great gimmick.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that have lost their creativity on these things.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's like, I looked at this thing that was McDonald's from the 90s, from the 80s and 90s versus like 99 and through the 2000 and up to now.
Right.
Oh my. That shit, now you talk about losing their creativity.
Yeah. Yeah.
These places that's doing minimalism, brutal minimalism, and it's already going out of style because nobody likes
because it's
minimalism.
Not art.
It's not art, and it's not appealing to look at for long periods of time.
No, it's not. And it's just crazy. We need to bring back creativity and stuff, and a lot of that is not going to come through these huge corporations.
No,
because that's going to be bottom line. That's what they're worried about, is that bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where small businesses that have been struggling for a long time can really up their game.
Yeah, if it's done right.
Yeah.
Now there are people that have tried to like have a mascot or whatever type of uniform, whatever gimmick, and it just missed the mark. Just missed it. And it ends up being one of those things that you see on public access, one of those ads, and it's like, oh, Lord.
But you know what? Some of those things, they will stick in people's minds.
They will.
Strange things has become the gimmicks.
Yeah.
It's like we've talked before, is the jingles that used to be wonderful that people can still sing today.
Have you seen the Nutter Butter ARG?
No.
You should look that up. It is really... It is so absurd. You should really look it up. It's quite amusing, too.
I think that one of the most unique... I mean, when you talk about McDonald's, I mean, now, what is there other than high prices and cheap food? It wasn't always like that.
That's pretty much it.
When you had the lore of Ronald McDonald, and you had the Hamburglar, and you had...
you had Grimace, you had the
whole
chicken.
Thing. Yeah.
Or was she a duck? Was she a chicken, or a duck?
I think.
It'd make
Well,
more
they
sense.
was McNuggets.
Yeah, the little McNugget puppets. Yeah, that's the shit people want. The man in the moon. The moon man.
Yes, that was one of the most unique marketing campaigns I
Who
think
is a
that they
vaporwave
had.
icon at this point.
It was great.
Yeah.
And to bring things like that back.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've got a small business and you just have one or two employees, like I said, this is independently owned, not this corporate shit. I mean, even the Dollar General, if they would hire just one more person per shift, that would help everybody. It would help the whole work environment. But to have one or two people and just let them have fun with some of these things.
Yeah.
You know, and that was when I worked at the health food store, and the owner, he knew that I wasn't going to do anything stupid. Mm-hmm. Because I had worked in display and stuff like that. How simple it was to go to the Dollar Tree or whatever and get some of whatever seasonal garland and put that in the displays.
Yeah.
To have music playing. I mean, it wasn't, he wasn't in the heavy metal. That's a tragedy. But, that you would have appropriate. You cannot stand on your feet for 8 hours and listen to new age music.
No,
it will put your ass to sleep.
Oh, that's accurate.
But even as far as Lorena McKennitt and Sarah McLachlan, different people like that, or as far as swing, big bad voodoo daddies, and things like that to where the shopping became an experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. People want an experience. They don't want to just go in there and just be like, oh God, I gotta go in here. Right. It's always so depressing when I go in here.
And some people did. They just wanted that. They were not peoples or whatever, and you just left them alone. But other ones you would have that they would come, they would talk. And you learn about these people's lives. Of course, random strangers will stop me in a store and tell me their life story.
They will. We've seen it happen. The first-hand experience this past week.
Yeah. And I am probably, it's like, do I really want to approach her? But people do.
Yeah.
People do.
It's the energy that you got.
I think so. But just walking through, and it was not a horrible experience in Sam's today, which was great because that was the first time we had gone down there with Mom for a long time.
Yeah.
And
it's not a horrible experience for you.
Well, she will be 81 in July. Her birthday is five days after mine, and she's had the cataract surgery, which was very successful, both eyes. So it was a much more pleasant experience for her. Mm-hmm. But
she had quite the time there.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling you. They now have the buggies that they have a seat in the front, not for children, but for people that are debilitated. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she would want us to push her
well,
around.
Well, no, not at this point. But there was somebody that there was an elder that needed that.
There was a little old lady that was sitting in it. And it's like,
and that she wasn't left someplace.
Yeah, she wasn't sat in a corner in a buggy.
Right.
God love her. God love those
that
people.
she got to participate.
Yes.
We need that. These simple things, simple human kindness, simple interactions. It doesn't always have to be rocket science.
And see, this is the downside of the internet, because it has stopped people from having real life interactions like that.
Yeah, and to a degree,
there's other there's other things that cause that too, but that is one of the main things.
Mm-hmm. And it's like where your generation, the Gen Z folks, are already having difficulty.
Yeah. Heck, there's a lot of us out there that is afraid that is afraid just to hop in a random chat room or something like that, or join a Discord community.
And I think part of that is because that the millennials sometimes are just kind of brutal. I don't know.
Yeah, they are some millennials can be assholes. You should have heard some of the shit that they would spew during the Xbox 360 days. Now, you talk about some shit that would make your hair stand on end because of how... some cruel shit.
I don't know. It's almost because they were the generation that grew up on the internet, and maybe they were just sort of partially feral with that. Because the parents a lot of times could not see what they were typing. You can't monitor the online interactions the way that you can real life interactions.
No, you can't do that. And it's not the same with phones either, considering like back in even the early 2000s, if you had a house phone, you could pick it up and hear the other person on the other line if they were on the phone.
Go through the house and listen in to sit there and go, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
You can do that, but you can...
It's called parenting.
Like if... Let's say I pick up the phone and have a conversation on there in the bedroom.
Right.
You could pick up the phone that was hanging there in the kitchen and listen in.
Right.
That was still a possibility back then.
Yeah. I mean, and it depended on who was... You knew who was calling.
Yeah.
Who was talking to your kids. I mean, as far as knowing the other kids and being involved in school and knowing the, other parents and the children and the teachers and...
Mm-hmm. And then COVID came along. That whole shit thing, that really fucked people up bad.
That shifted our reality.
Completely.
And I don't think we thoroughly understand what all that did.
It kind of broke people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not kinda. It did. It broke a bunch of people.
And you've got to wonder some of the behaviors that certain peoples are exhibiting that somehow is related to that. Don't know whether it had to do with the jab or what. But I knew it was going to be 5 to 10 years later before we found out, And we're still finding out. We do not know.
The truth that they poisoned us?
Yeah.
Purposefully?
Well, they didn't poison us, but,
I'm saying...
Nobody got poisoned in other ways.
Yeah.
And to try to detox and to pray that God will... give revelation knowledge of how people can heal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need. And so
healing from all angles.
Mind, body, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And just those simple things.
Yeah.
The world can never go back to how it was. But that doesn't mean that it can't be better going forward. To learn from the mistakes of the past.
Right.
And it's like we have had so many just hit after hit after hit. Every week, every day is some new kind of horror, stress, whatever. And just for a day, take a break. Be simple.
Mm-hmm.
Control your environment. Control what you're reading, listening to, watching, consuming. Simple things. A simple black cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. And there'll be somebody out there going, I don't like black coffee. Well, then you do you.
Right.
There's always somebody.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah. But ever since COVID, people don't go out places like they used to.
We don't.
And yeah, we don't. But shit, I think we were sort of starting to become that way, you know.
Yeah.
Even before that, but
Well, part of that is economic.
Well, yeah. But also, it was just energetic as well.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. It was just the energy. You could feel it becoming rancid, you know?
Yeah.
But also the people that did not live on the internet. They had to learn what it was like to be on the internet all day, every day.
Yeah.
Day in and day out. And they had to learn also quite a few hobbies, which that is a plus, because YouTube definitely grants you that ability.
Oh, yeah.
Which that is a blessing.
It does not have to be all or none.
Yeah.
And there's incredible things that you can learn by watching YouTube.
The people that thrived as far as that social connection, going out every day, doing stuff, even as far as just going to their job or doing stuff after their job, whatever, them not being chronically online, to having to basically be chronically online,
right.
That broke a bunch of people, especially
did.
because the isolation, shit.
It wasn't that different for us.
No, it wasn't that different because we're legit. We were already used to it, so it's fine.
For some reason, we're ahead of the curve on stuff. Have you ever noticed that?
Well, it wasn't just us. Do you know how many people from my generation are chronically online?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, Elijah's generation still had, you know, a little bit of real life experience without the computers.
Right.
So did the older Gen Zs, like my age, people around my age, stuff like that. We had that too, and then we fully started going into that around like 2005, 2010. Yeah. And then, you know.
Yeah.
The internet became like used on a day-to-day basis by everyone.
Oh, yeah.
All over the world.
It doesn't matter. A lot of times, well, I take it back. A lot of the jobs have gone, you have to have computer. And that's why the beauty and the simplicity of being a night stalker.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, I can focus on... I don't mind doing those repetitive tasks because it helps.
Right. There's nothing wrong with it.
That helps my ADHD in a way. So
to sit there and have that, this goes here, you do it like this, policy and procedure.
Yeah.
That little bits of Virgo within us all.
I don't got a lick of Virgo
That's all
in
right,
my
you
chart.
gonna learn. You gonna learn.
Do you know how much stuff I have that just rubs against Virgo?
But the thing is, you will learn to see that from almost a Virgo angle, to sit there and go, we do it this way because...
I can see it through an OCD angle.
You don't have to go that far. It doesn't have to be that deep to simply sit there and go, my manager said do it like this, so I'm going to do it like this.
No, that's exactly what I do.
Okay.
That's what I've always done. It's like, okay, I'm not... If the manager tells me, the blame falls on them because I took their orders.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's something like illegal, don't do that thing for yourself always. But
well, yeah, but as far as stuff that higher ups would be like, why'd you do that? And it came from the manager.
That's it, exactly. And I would say that they probably got cameras in the store so they can watch you while you're working and different things.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's what I would be good as far as being in the control room. I've been trained in that.
Yeah, the control room, it really ain't that much.
It's probably just several monitors. And
it's one monitor.
One monitor for the whole store?
One monitor for the whole store.
I'm on observation duty.
Yeah. That's literally what it's like up there. And you just click through the thing.
How
it's
cool
like
would
observation
that be?
duty.
That would be awesome.
But I would be that one. I would have a staff during Halloween time. I will have a staff, and it will have a skull on the end. That drapery bits, all that, up to one of the cameras. I would be holding it all the way up there. You watch this Halloween season. I'm gonna do that.
Pray for him. Pray for me. Pray for me.
I'm gonna do a lot of stuff.
But honestly, just simple things, even something like that, to be silly. I'm mortified kid going through Sam's. I did.
It's just like, oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? And
I was playing it.
And I'm like...
Playing it as I went through the store.
I'm like, oh, God.
Because I could.
Oh, God. This is happening.
This is like...
Oh, why?
My mother
oh,
is
why?
actually
oh, why?
going
oh,
through
why?
there with a theme song that it's not just in her head. But it fit.
Burned into your brain like, that's my stick. My stick is better than bacon.
But no, it was just, again, hoping that somebody would sit there and go, I know that song. I know that song. I didn't encounter anybody, but you never know. That or they were too afraid to say anything. To sit there and go, oh my God, where am I hearing that? Is it external? Is it internal? Is
it coming from the ether? is the spirits giving me? Is God talking to me?
Yeah, really. You know, that may be what he's playing above all of us right now. It's like the why.
And you know what? It would be appropriate.
Yes. Yes, it would. But just for a day, be simple, be silly. It's okay. And let God be God. Mm-hmm. You don't have to micromanage God. We've got too many people trying to do that right now. Get you a cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. Get you, if you want, a croissant or
croissant.
I should have gotten, we were trying to actually hurry because we knew the kid. Well, we didn't have any. It's a good thing we did try to hurry because we had him packed in like sardines.
I was in travel hell.
Oh, and I was in Gen X mama mode.
You know that panic when you feel when you gotta squeeze up to the tandem because people are passing by like fucking roaches? That's how I felt, except I couldn't escape.
It's like
I couldn't escape.
It's like, you're all right back there. You're a minor.
I'm not. Claustrophobia.
Oh God, it was hilarious.
Fucking me up.
And to get out
a little bit of trauma.
Get out at the end, and he's still going out. And
yes,
it's like, he was that kid. Are we there yet? Are you there yet?
I was.
I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm sick. I'm blah, 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 blah.
And listen, then, if I said I was sick, I was sick.
Now, to get him out and sit there and go, did you live? Then shut up. Then shut up. You lived. You lived.
Did I? It felt like a little part of me died.
I am become meme. I have been a meme for many years. Because here I am with my little weird hat.
You're a Leo. How can you not be?
My little weird hat, sunglasses, cigarette hanging out, looking like I've crawled off of a Harley. Sit there and go, don't you dare. Don't you dare whine and cry. Mm-hmm.
Mama. Mama. Most eccentric people are out there.
Yeah.
And they're funny. And they are the ones that become the memes. And that's fine. We need people like that.
I am meme. I am meme.
Brittany Broski. Brittany Broski.
Bring somebody else joy. Mm-hmm. That's one of the greatest gifts that you can give another human being.
Comedy. Laughter.
Indeed. And encouragement. Mm-hmm. Everybody's having paranormal and supernatural and random and everything in between.
Yep.
You want to tell them where we can be found?
Yeah, you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter. Let me readjust. I'm sinking down. I'm sinking through this chair. BitChute, Rumble, YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda COCWS.
Yeah, and his Twitter handle is down there in the description box. I think that Esperanza Vence's stuff is down there. I put random stuff. Some of it I keep on an everyday basis. If I ever delete something, it's not, that's somebody's link, then it's not intentional.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know that I post that much on X, do I?
No, you really don't. I'm quite active over there, and it's just like, oh, I like this. Let's share it. Oh, I like this. Let's share it. My page is very ADHD. Yeah. It's okay.
I just got a lot of people that I know for a fact are not doll people following me. So
okay.
It's like, well, can't post that.
It's all right. You do you. So, for a day, simple. Mm-hmm. prayers for them. Thank you, all of you who have been encouraging, and the prayers, because that's what's holding us together.
Mm-hmm.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated.
Yep,
and
yep,
Lord
yep.
willing, we'll see you on the next go.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.